Welcome to my channel, and today, as always, I am trying to make something and I didn't turn the camera on, and I was making an outfit, and I decided that I will show you anyway. You can see I'm making like it's not cardigan, it's just like a sweatshirt, but it's for a winter time. So I think it's a sweater. If you know the English word, please tell me. I'm making this is from pants. So I would like to show you here. If you can see, it has some kind of warm, very nice piece. So you can see only one sleeve that I did. I will do a zipper, and I will make collar, and I will make another sleeve that already on the table. I did pockets. I did add fabric that I had. It was a jumper suit, some kind of suit, also almost the same fabric as I had the white one. And the pockets that I made, I had little dots of something. I don't know what it is. So I like to cover. This is leftovers, the pockets. And the little piece that I have, if you see it, the beige one with the dots, I add to the sleeve. Now let me show you the sleeve. This was pants, and I did add on the bottom of the sleeve piece because I didn't have enough. I used serger, and if you can see in the middle of the fabric, I did use stitch because it's pants and it wasn't enough, but I don't like white pants. Somehow I decided that I don't like them, make me look with really wider that I want. So I did decide to make from it the some kind of cardigan or sweater, whatever you can choose. Um, what I like to show you here, I like to show you here that it will go a zipper here. I will install a zipper, and I will install with the zipper the piece that it will go on one side, the inside. And I have collar ready. I didn't sew it yet, but I did cut, and I did make infusion. So one side of the collar, it's gonna be the outside. It, it will be the white, and the inside, it will be this color, because when I will sweat or I will have, a little bit of sweaty and everything. So I don't like the white one, the white piece lying on my skin, and it will stains. So decide that the white piece will go with the white, and this one will go and be the inside, the collar. I'm gonna make the collar. I'm gonna go on the sewing machine, and I will install, and I will show you little by little how I am doing and what I am doing. Yes, I did took this from an existing piece that I'm not wearing it anymore. Next time I will show you the beginning and the older process. This time I didn't know why I didn't put the camera on. I just do it for myself. So when I'm doing for myself, so sometimes, you don't use the camera. So now I will go and I will sew the collar, and I will try to install the second sleeve. What I did here when I was cutting, I did some kind of dot here. I went outside the fabric and I cut, I hope you can see it, and I cut the triangle to see this side goes on the back with triangle, one triangle, and I know it goes in the back. Without triangle, it goes in the front. I did install the uh, this sleeve, if you can see. It looks very nice, and it looks, I did a little gathering on the shoulder, if you can see it, the shoulder place, and I use only serger inside. The serger that I'm using, it has 4 threads, so I'm not gonna use another simple stitch, because 4 thread serger enough. So I'm gonna go and start working, and I will show you little by little the process how I'm installing this, and let's go and do it. All right, I came to the sewing machine, and I'm gonna give the stitch only here on top, and the way that it shows me that I need to fold here, and on the other end I need to fold 2 and do the stitch this way. So I'm gonna go on number 3 with the sewing machine, and I will fold this way, the way that it's been asking me to fold. I will try. I never ever did this way. So if you can see both sides I am folding, this is the place where I will install the zipper together with collar. So this is why this space needs to be left open. I'm gonna install the collar, and then I'm gonna do the stitch. But this is what it shows me, that I need to do stitch this way. So I'm folding both on both sides, and I'm gonna do the stitch this way as it's been asking for. I told you that I'm following some of the outfit. I'm copying outfit, so I'm gonna do this way. Back and forth stitch in the beginning. This is the top of the collar. Alright. And this is how it goes at the end. Be careful, hold the other layer, because the machine likes to pull it out away, and it needs to be folded. So back and forth stitch. I'll take it out of the machine and I will show you what I did. All right. This is what the design asked me to do. So when I'm going to turn on the other side, I will go and iron now. When I'm going to turn the other side, in between the layers, it will lay the zipper here. So I did the top stitch on the collar, and here is the other side. I'm gonna cut the thread right now, like to get rid of it right away. And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna give the press because I want it to be folded and to be ready to install the zipper together with the collar. So the zipper will go from top till the chest. So this is how it goes. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna give a press here on the table. All right, I'm here at the table. The iron is ready to give a press. And I am preparing this is how it will go. This is how design asking to be. So I will follow the design. Here I didn't use the clapper, and this is why it came up. So usually it needs to use the clapper when you're working with this kind of, and you see it stays there. It fixates the everything here. When I work without the clapper, it didn't want to stay in one place, so I need to use the clapper. Let me go on the table. I fixate with the clapper. This is tailor clapper. If you are the beginner, please note this is tailor clapper. This is my hubby did. He's very handy. And the same manner on the other side of the fabric of the collar. And I'm gonna fixate this with the clapper too. Yes, it stays. It needs a little bit more. He's stubborn. I'm stubborn more. So we'll hold a little bit with the clapper. Okay, it seems to be here. Needs to be fixated a little bit more. It moves and it doesn't want to stay. But this piece needs to work for me, so I'm stubborn. Let's hold the clapper. All right, if you can see both sides of here, still I didn't iron in the middle, but the clapper, it did help me. So when I'm gonna turn this way, it will stay being fixated and it will stay nice, if you can see. Now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna iron in the middle. I will try not to touch the infusion fabric because it will stick to the iron, and I don't want that. I want to avoid this, so needs to go and be a little bit sneaky. I like to fixate the these layers. It is important. I will gonna give another stitch when I'm gonna turn on the other side, but for now it is important for me that each stitch will be ironed properly, and because it needs to work again, look nice. Be iron friendly, guys. It is important when you using iron. It shows that you professional, know what you're doing. It's a little bit of patience here, but believe me, it's worth it. I have another pair of pants that I am preparing to show you. I wanted to do two videos, one video in two, but it's so beautiful fabric, and I couldn't resist. I said I'm gonna do at least part of the video, partial of the video, and showing you what I am doing, how I am installing. It needs to be, if you're beginner, you have to have a little patience. Without failing, you want progress. So I have in my life so many failed projects you can't imagine, but you try and continue and try. You will have experience, you will have results. So without failing, you won't succeed. Trust me. So if you're afraid of failing, this is the most you mistaking. So take cheaper fabric, or reuse or recycle, upcycle fabric. You know, you can take second-hand fabric if you afraid to start with the new. This is when I was starting, this is what I was doing. If you can see, everything being ironed flat. Now I'm going to turn on the other side, and I will give a press from outside, all of them here, and I will use clapper also here because it is important for me to fixate there. It should stay the way that I need to stay. This is called fabric manipulation. You manipulating the fabric, and you are manipulating the fabric to the shape that you need. And here, now I'm gonna fold together, and I'm gonna give the final press. First, when you are working on the outfit, you need to open the stitches, you need to press open. After you press open, you need to turn on the other side, and you can work with your work. This is what I need to do. This is what I'm going to do. So now I'm gonna fold it back to the original, and I'm gonna give a press. I have a steam a little bit, not a hard steam, but a little bit. This is what I'm using when I'm working on this kind of projects. Patient, patient, patient. This is why I'm showing you more detailed. And now I'm going to show you the way that I am installing the sleeve. I will work on the table. First, I'm going to finish ironing the collar, and then I will work on the table and show you how I am installing the sleeve. I will hold a little bit of the iron and I will hold the clapper to fixate what needs to be. It will hold this way when I'm holding pushing to the table, because I want this to be this way. If you can see it, of course, a little things they will go away, but after all, need a little bit here. You see, it's very stubborn because I used heavier infusion. This is Collar and I don't want thin infusion. I am using a little bit stronger infusion. And if you can see the fabric a little bit stubborn, it doesn't want to do what me needs to do. Here we're gonna fixate. This is what I'm gonna hold. It will stay the way that I want to stay. Again, it calls manipulation with the fabric. You manipulate the fabric and the shape. There it goes. Now I need to go and do the top press. And I'm gonna fixate with the clapper. All right. So here you go. I will go and give a final stitch here by the edge. I'm moving maybe 2-3 centimeters away, not 2-3 centimeters away of the edge, and I will give a stitch here, but I am thinking still I need to install the zipper, so I will work on that later. Still I'm trying to fixate the collar. It is important that it should stay the way that need to be stayed. And now I would like to work on the sleeve. So here I want to show you the sleeve that I did, and I would like to explain what I did. When I was installing the sleeve, what's happened is when I came to this piece, this point, I saw the fabric are more on the sleeve than on this side of the shoulder. So I decided to gather a little bit, and this is what I did. I am working and installing the sleeve. I always use first. I will go, and you see I have indication in the middle, but here, because of the pens that I was using, one side, you know, of the pens, it's narrow than the other. In the back you have wider fabric, more fabric, and in the front you have less fabric on your legs. So here it might be not exact. So here I'm going to use the pins just to see how much I need to gather at the top of the sleeve. So this is what I do. I always prepare me needle with the thread. I have always prepared before I start working. So I will use pins just to fixate the sleeve to see where the fabric that I need to gather. And I will go and I will gather with a needle and a thread, do the basting stitch. This is the other side. One side I did fixate. It's right side to the right side, and I like when I'm working to do exact the same. You know, it has to be, edges has to be together. Okay, this pen not good. All right, this is what I do, and I'll go further. Till I come to the pointy point, the top mountain of the sleeve and a shoulder. I always install a sleeve this way. So either I do the stitch on the side, and I will stitch the sleeve on the sides, and I will install it when it's already been sewn the seams, or I do this way. It depends on the outfit, but I always check the sleeves, and I want to see where and how much it's the fabric it's left on the tippy toe of sleeve that I need to gather. If you can see, I'm just holding in my hands. This is the what's been left, so I will pin here. Okay, everything needs to be straighten up. Again, here I'm gonna release a little bit, that it should give me a little bit space to work on. So this is the space more or less that I need to work on the shoulder. Hold it, I'm gonna go this way, and this will, let me take the measurement tape and I will tell you how much more or less you need to know, not from the sleeve but on the shoulder. Okay, this is around 5.5, 6 centimeters, or 2.5 inches, no more. This is where the place where you do the gathering. I will release a little bit from the other side because it looks one side okay, the other side looks less, so you can see it. This is the space on the shoulder where I'm gonna work on with my needle and thread. I'm taking my needle, let me find the needle that comfortable to work with, because I have thin and thick needles, and I can work with a black thread that I can remove it later because it's easy for me to see. I do the knot. This is the way that I do the knot. This is it. Now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna start stitching, and then I'm gonna gather. First I'm start doing the basting. Okay, I did the basting, and now what I need to do, I need to fixate the basting to the other piece. So first I'm gonna tie the knot, straighten up and tie the knot, because I know this is it. Two fabrics are fit together, and I'm double checking, there is no surprises there. So I do the knot, and not one knot, I do couple of them just to fixate, because sometimes the thread too thin and it can jump through the fabric, and you need to do the gathering again and again and again. And I like to fixate and doing once and not to do the more than once. Let me prepare the scissors. Now I'm gonna take them and I'm gonna cut the thread. I leave a little bit of the tail of the thread. Now I need to work on the gathering. The gathering needs to be nice. So I will turn on that side that you can see better. And this is how I'm working. I am pulling the gathering, beautiful way that it should stay. This is how I'm gonna fixate with a needle and the thread. I'm gonna work with my hands, and I'm gonna fixate now to the both fabrics because I want this to stay, and I want to do the stitch that I'm going to do on the serger. I'm gonna do the one stitch, and I don't want the gather dancing around and driving me crazy when I'm working. So look, when the fabric are together, the edges supposed to be together. Don't let them move, run away, sleep or something. You hold them together, control this. You want nice finish, so just go and do the sewing. Here I need to be a little bit patient than the other places, because here this is going to be the final result. It's going to be outside, it will look outside, so I need to be a little bit more patient and more accurate. I like to have nice looking gathering, so needs to go slower. Otherwise you need to rip the stitches and you need to redo. It happens, yes, it happened to me too, not once in my work. This is why I'm doing every stitch one by one, because I need to fixate all the gathering. It won't jump. Almost done. All right, and now I'm gonna fixate again the stitch. It is important that it shouldn't run away from me. It should stay there. So this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to do my best, so I'm not saying that if you don't know, you need to know it first time right away. No, you can learn. I learned too. I didn't know everything, and I learned everything by myself from my mistakes. Many things nobody showed me, so don't be discouraged. You'll be fine. You'll do a lot of beautiful things. I do believe in you. If you have a will, there is the way. If there is a will, there is the way. So if you can see, I'm done here, and I want to show you the outside. You see how beautiful it is. Now I'm going to go on the serger, and I'm going to give here the stitch. Here I will work also slower because I don't want this. It might move a little bit here, a little bit there. Even that I did fixate this, still the gathering like to run around. So I will go on the serger. I'm gonna give the final stitch here. Here I am at the serger. I have a white thread at the serger, and I will do the sewing. I will start from the okay, my camera likes to play with me a little bit as usual. All right, we can see this. All the edges I always put together. They need to be together exact. Not more or less. I don't trust serger to cut. Here I need to do exact. I'll go slow and trying to move all the fabric away, not to gather the fabric around, just to hold everything still, straight. I'm checking if the other edge is together and everything straight, no folds of the fabric under. I don't want no surprises. Here I came to the gathering point and I would like to straighten up everything. I like to lay flat. Nothing should be laying up, and everything should stay flat. All the layers. It is important to me. At this point, I did do the serger, and the serger became beautiful and nice stitch. Now what I need to do, I need to remove this black thread that I was do the basting for the gathering. If you can see, gently try not to damage the serger seam. And I will try to remove as much as possible. Yes, I did a lot of manipulation to secure it, but the results, it's important. It's important that it should look outside nice. And now I will show it to you. After I will remove the black thread, he did his work. We don't need him anymore, so it needs to be removed. Okay, I did remove it. And now what I'm going to do, yes, there is little tiny left there, if you can see it. I will go on the outside, it's probably there. Let me see where it is. Here. No, it's not outside, it's only the inside. And I will try and dig it out because okay, this is the knot. All right, now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna use the tailor pillow that I will iron. Here we go. I just simply iron. And I will go and iron from all sides because this stitch needs to go flat and needs to be ironed well to continue. Don't forget a little bit of steam. Okay, all right. I did iron it very well and nice, and I will go and I will connect the stitch that goes together with sleeve. What I do is, and I want to show you how I am working on that area, is important to me that each part should come together. As you watching my videos, you can see one stitch goes on that side, the other on the other side. They go close to each other, but they don't go on top each other. I go one go right way, the other go left way. And I put a pin here. And the reason is that I put a pin here is to hold it and see where I should start my stitch. Again, stitch, one goes one way, the other go the other way. It is important. Here where I start, and this will go and B, everything will be connected right way. So here I'm going to go on the serger, I'm going to connect, and I'll come back on the table and show you next step. I did the stitch and I like to check the stitch. It means that I'm checking all of the places where I went with a serger to see if it serged all the places. You see if he did what needs to be done. Now I'm going to turn on the right side. Don't you love this combination of the colors? Unbelievable. I fell in love with this. Look how beautiful it is. It becomes so gorgeous. Now I need to iron the sleeve. I'm gonna use, you can watch my video and you can see how easy to make and for ironing the sleeve. I have exactly the same piece that I create for iron the pants. If you can see it, it's also for ironing. This is for pants. I have specially for sleeve. Again, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna iron because it needs to be ironed. It goes easy, it folds. It's a really unbelievable piece that helps me a lot. It's in, it's easy to iron all the stitches. So I'm gonna go and iron here. If you can see how easy it go, and you can iron a lot of places. Moving a little bit the stitch. Moving on the other side the stitch. Now I don't need to take the sleeve out. I'm just simple turning on the other side, pulling a little bit in that I should have here the opportunity to iron. This is what I love about this, about the sleeve. Look how beautiful it is. You just pull the fabric and you have an access the places that you think you'll never iron. Here you go. Simple. You can pull both ways because it folds easy and it's nice piece. I'm done ironing and needs to go and have attention to the top. I will go and take care of the hemming of the sleeve later on. It's not what needs to be bothered, and I need to work on it now. I need to work on this piece, this place. So this place needs attention, and a lot of attention. If you see, I have the collar and I have a zipper that I choose, and I will install. You can see I did the markings where it will go. The zipper will go this way. It will go together with the collar. Let me show you the right way. Together with the collar, it will be ends here, and it will go up here. It's exact here, so I will need to cut a little bit more from the zipper, so my markings was almost the same. What needs to be done? I need to cut here. I hope you can see it, and I'm not sure that you can see. Yes, you can. Need to cut here with the scissors to create a little triangle here that I can fold the fabric in or out, and I can install the zipper. After I'll cut, I will iron here, and then I will go and give the stitch of, I will install the collar only partial. It means I will stitch here like that. I won't connect the other piece till I'm gonna install the zipper. So let's go and do it together. Okay, as we continue doing the sewing, I did the stitch on the collar only on top, and I left about around centimeter without stitching here. Now, I did connect the collar only on the back. If you can see, this is the back, and I left it open. It means the collar needs to come this way, and I gave only inside stitch. Now I'm gonna give the press with the iron. It is important to iron every stitch that you're working on, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do next. See, open and continue ironing this way. I did iron very well the collar, and if you can see how nice it's been connected, really nice way. And as I mentioned before, this is how I will install the zipper. This is the collar that goes inside. So let me show you how I'm gonna connect the zipper. It will be this way. This one will go on the side, inside. And the zipper will be connected this way. I hope you can see well. After the zipper will be installed, let me turn on the other side. I will go with a nice either bias tape or either something nice, and I will close this collar. But the zipper needs to go this way, And the other side, the second stitch that will go, I will cut the zipper because it's too long. And for now, I'm just showing you how it will be. It will go exact the same manners. I will fold this and I will go in, but I won't go in only with the zipper. I will go with another piece. This piece will go and close. This is how I will connect. And small piece that I will install in the end of the zipper. I hope you can see what I'm doing. This is how I'm gonna work. This work needs to concentration, exact. Maybe I will connect with the basting to be sure that I have very nice and straight stitches, and collar will go and be this way, or I prefer to for my neck, front neck, to be closed because I am cold now. It's cold, and this is how I'm gonna do so. So let me show you step by step how I'm gonna do that. I turn my piece on the other side. That would be easy to work for my hands, because to go there and install it's hard. But here I turn on the other side, and as I mentioned, this piece will go inside and this white piece will go and be the one that lay on the skin, and the zipper will go in one side and then the other side, and both will be hide here. Let me show you that it's a little bit confusing because of the collar that open, and because collar two colors, so it's a little bit confusing. But this is the way that everything's gonna be installed. Don't forget, here it is important that you should snip on the both sides. You need to have this triangle to turn to the other side, and a little piece will go here. Everything's gonna be folded, everything's gonna be nice, and I will work very slow and very sure to make it look appealing from outside. It is important. I did the basting with the white thread because when I'm gonna do the sewing under the sewing machine, I don't want the fabric run away from me, and I did iron, and I did the same on the collar here. These areas I need the fabric to stay still, but because this fabric likes to play games, so well, now it's not gonna play games, it's gonna stay still because I did the basting. I did the basting all over, all around, and this way I will be sure that everything will stay still when I'm gonna install the zipper and this piece. So what I'm going to do is I will do basting. Why I'm gonna do the basting? Because when you're going under the sewing machine, this is not industrial sewing, this is home sewing. So the sewing machine likes to move a little bit or something happen, and I don't want that. So I recommend you to do the basting before you will go and sew on the sewing machine. I will install all of the pieces together with the zipper or separate. I make them together. This way, when I'm gonna go and do 2 stitches with zipper together, I will be relaxed and knowing that nothing will move in this case. So this is what you need to do. I'm not gonna cut the zipper till I'm gonna install it. The reason is that you don't know the fabric. Sure, I'm gonna iron the zipper before I'm gonna do the basting. And you do iron the fabric of the zipper because sometimes it's been laying around or it's not straight enough, you know, and you want everything work for you. So you do iron, and you do iron both sides. Just don't go over the zipper teeth, but you can go around, and be sure that you go both sides. This way, the fabric of the zipper will stay nice and beautiful. So I'm showing you again. I do the ironing when the zipper is closed, and then I open and iron the zipper this way, because it's a nylon here. It's some kind of wire that can be melted, so I'm not going on top of it. I'm going only the fabric till the teeth. Now this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna move the zipper, and it's lay better and it's lay flat, and the fabric will stay still till I'm gonna connect the fabric and the zipper together. So this way I'm relaxed and I knowing that nothing happened in between. So I will do the basting first, and then I'll show you before I'm gonna go on the sewing machine how it looks, and I will go on the sewing machine. I'll show you how step by step I will work and install these pieces together with the zipper. I'm gonna continue showing what I did. I install a zipper, and the difficulty here, you have to know to do the basting. I will try and show you. The basting, you have to work with your hands. Piece of fabric I put behind the zipper that it should give me, here I need to have a lot of strength, and here this is how it goes original. So the zipper I did install, I didn't finish here to work. I need to adjust this piece inside. What needs to be done is, as you remember, the collar was open, and I will put nice ribbon or a nice piece of fabric here. And what it's left here, it's to do the serger on the sleeves, and serger on the bottom, and hem. This is what's left to do. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna find the nice piece of the fabric that I will go and install here. The original was piece of fabric, nice ribbon here. So I'm gonna go and find something that it's nice, and I will go and I will give another stitch, straight stitch. I want to feel that it's been holding the zipper and everything else around here. It is important that it should be two straight stitches, that if you see here, I don't feel like a zipper being catched enough. So I will go by it and I will give another stitch. Then I will remove all the basting that I did and I will iron. It is important to remove all the basting and iron. Here I need to finish another little stitch that I did open the piece of collar to get into the with the zipper inside. It is important. I will remove all these threads that hanging there. I needed for work to do the basting and cut and do the basting again. This is how you need to do this sewing, this work, because this is how it asks to. The otherwise, so many layers, it won't be easy. So I will go and give another stitch on top just to secure. It's gonna be and decorative and securing the zipper that I will feel comfortable. And then I will go inside. Let me go in. And I will take care of the tail that hanging here. I did cut piece of the zipper. The zipper was too long, and I did cut all of the pieces with pinking shears. I cut here because I didn't have an access. It's easy for me, and probably this piece I will also cut with the pinking shears because it's easy. And I will see, I will make decisions, but I need to remove all the basting thread. I did a lot of basting. The fabric didn't want to fold and didn't want to go the way that I wanna. I couldn't manipulate with the fabric. It's not easy fabric to manipulate, to do the work. So this is the piece of the zipper that left. The zipper was long, as you remember. I like the way that it is. I'm gonna go and give another stitch, but between this I will iron. And I'll show you later how I am installing the ribbon piece. The ribbon here, it must be installed. Has to, I think I will work with the basting too. It is important for me that all the stitches should look nice and neat. So I'll do and go the basting, and before I'll go to the sewing machine just to see how it works and to be sure that all the stitches gonna lay nice from the outside as in inside. I did finish the top with the zipper, and I did zigzag serger around the hemming of the sleeves, and I did the serger on the bottom. Prepare myself to do the hemming stitch. I will do the hemming stitch later, but the attention is coming to the bias tape that I create. And here I will do, you have videos below to see how to do the bias tape that I create. And here I'm gonna use the bias to do the sewing of this piece. Here I want to show you how it will go. I want to sure that on the other side the line will look nice, so I will do the busting. And let me see where I have the needle and the thread. I always have the needle and the thread ready, and I have them all the time by my side. Before I start doing anything, I have needle and thread. They always here. So I'm just gonna do a little piece because I want to be sure that stitch that I'm going to do, it's gonna be nice stitch, and will hold everything nicely, and I will cover everything, and I will close everything nice way. So the busting, the working with my hands, first to cover this, and I want to see on the other side how the stitch is. If it's nice and straight, so it's all right, but if he's not, so I will need to straighten him up and find a way to make it straight. It's a little bit thicker, and it's needs a lot of patience to do the busting, but I need to do this. Like, don't like, I can go and do the stitch, and then it won't be even. So it is important for me to do nice finish. To the thread a little bit smaller, but just want to show you the idea. This is the first layer that I did, and then I will go and do the second one. But the first one I need to go and turn on the other side and see how it goes. You can't see, but I do see, and it's not straight, so I will need to go and adjust the stitch. So I will probably need to move fabric or go lower on the bias and make it look nice. I will do the busting, and I will go and do the stitches by the edges. Then before I'll start, I will fold here one piece before the zipper. It is important not to touch the zipper, because if you can see, the zipper is here, and it is important for me to do the stitch and not to do the stitch on the zipper. So I'll go on the sewing machine and I will connect it. I'll do the busting, then I will connect and show you the how I did connect the bias tape. I did the bias tape here inside, if you can see. I did the stitch, I'm showing you on the back. Now I will show you at the front that I'm gonna close the front, and I did hemming stitch, and I would like to show you how it looks. I tried on. It looks wonderful. It's so warm, and it's nice, warm, very, very comfy fabric. Well, let me just put this. This now goes like that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, put thumbs up. Sign up for my video. Share my video. Write me comments. Don't forget to hit notification bell when my video comes up, that you should have notifications when I have new videos. And I need your support. I want to see you showing me that you are watching my videos. And stay warm, stay healthy, stay beautiful as you are. And I see you next time. So long.